Mountbatten family name is German and went through some changes to fit in with British society.
Lord Mountbatten's father, Prince Louis Alexander of Battenberg, was born a German aristocrat. However, he moved his family to England and joined the Navy. Because of anti-German sentiment during WWI, he was forced to step down from his position as Sea Lord. Since the family was living permanently in England, they decided to change their last name to Mountbatten. It helped them fit in better, since the name Battenberg was clearly of German origin.
Lord Mountbatten would likely not have approved of Diana.
Lord Mountbatten played a significant role in the love life of Prince Charles. He often counseled him to be very selective with his potential partners, since whoever he would marry would eventually become the King of England. In one interview, he was quoted as saying, "You have got to choose somebody very carefully, I think, who could fulfill this particular role." He strongly advised Charles against becoming involved with someone who had a past that could be exploited by the media, bring negative attention to the royal family. Diana came along shortly after Lord Mountbatten's death, and went against everything Prince Charles's mentor had told him.
Prince Charles proposed to Mountbatten's granddaughter, Knatchbull. She declined.
Knatchbull was Prince Charles's cousin and Louis Mountbatten's granddaughter. Lord Mountbatten had been setting up the match for years, grooming Amanda to be the future Queen of England. When Charles first told Amanda's mother of his interest in her daughter, she informed him that although she approved, eventually he made his move, but he may have been following the advice of his mentor rather than his own heart. The potential couple fell apart when Charles proposed, and Amanda said no.
Louis Mountbatten fulfilled a mentor-like role in Charles's life.
It makes sense that Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth Roman II were kept busy while their children were growing up. They had an entire empire to run. Nanny named Helen Lightbody was hired to care for the couple's children, which further isolated them from their parents. It was said that Elizabeth was intimidated by Helen's tough attitude and stayed away from the nursery. As a result, Helen was eventually fired. With his parents being absent so frequently, Charles sought someone to turn to as a young man. The solution, of course, came in the form of his great-uncle and honorary grandfather, Louis Mountbatten, who took up the task of guiding Charles through life and love.
Lord Mountbatten and Prince Philip pushed hard for the royal family to take the name Mountbatten.
Lord Mountbatten pointed out to the newly married Queen Elizabeth Roman II, it was customary for a wife to take her husband's last name. He and Elizabeth's new husband, Prince Philip, but Elizabeth didn't budge. On the advice of her grandmother, Queen Mary, as well as Prime Minister Winston Churchill, she kept her historic last name and passed it on to her 4 children. For his part, Prince Philip had a very difficult time getting past the fact that she didn't take his name. He was very open about his dissatisfaction, and was once quoted as saying, "I am nothing but a bloody amoeba. I am the only man in the country not allowed to give his name to his own children." As a compromise, descendants of Elizabeth and Philip who do not hold the title HRH or Prince/Princess bear the surname of Mountbatten-Windsor.
He allegedly provided Prince Charles with a love shack so he could sow his wild oats away from the public eye.
Lord Mountbatten was perhaps more involved in the young prince's love life than the average uncle or grandparent, but for a somewhat acceptable reason. His main interest was in helping Charles select a future wife that would represent his family and country well in the public eye, since he was to be the future King of England. It's even been reported that one way he guided Charles was to encourage him to sow his wild oats before settling into a stressful and rigid royal lifestyle. He even went so far as to offer the use of his own home for Charles to host his affairs, so that they might remain out of the public eye.
Lord Mountbatten was the one who set up Prince Philip and Princess Elizabeth.
Lord Mountbatten began his habit of matchmaking in 1939. He set up a visit for King George VI and Queen Elizabeth to Dartmouth Royal Naval College, along with their daughters Elizabeth and Margaret. It was during that visit when 13-year-old Elizabeth met Prince Philip for the first time, since he had been placed in charge of hosting the two princesses while their family took a tour of the college.
How does Lord Mountbatten fit into the complex royal family tree?
The relationship of Prince Charles to the British throne is quite simple. His parents are Queen Elizabeth Roman II Windsor and Prince Philip Mountbatten, Duke of Edinburgh. Being the first son of Queen Elizabeth's 4 children, he is first in line for the throne. So, where does Louis Mountbatten fit in? His connection is through Prince Philip. He was Philip's uncle. Philip Mountbatten was the son of Alice of Battenberg and Andrew of Greece. Louis was Alice's brother. That made him great-uncle to Prince Charles, and it was through his young great-nephew that he tried to gain power.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video then. Take care. Bye.